It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Ravens and the Bears. And it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
Now from the second city of Chicago, head down Lakeshore Drive and you find venerable Soldier Field, home of the Bears. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson up here in the booth. Should be a good matchup here, Greg. A couple of playoff teams a year ago that are hoping to take that ultimate step and get to the Super Bowl this season.
And oftentimes, that's the most difficult step, right? You go from being a perennial playoff contender. That's great. But now, how many of these teams can now say, okay, not only are we in the playoffs year in and year out, but we are a legitimate...
Here's Carlos Santos ready to get this one started. Off we go from Soldier Field. Washington now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
And while I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards, if I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. That's taken in. It's Tez Walker. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play right out of the gate on the first play. 31 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
He's going to force his way for a yard or two, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. In motion comes Andrews. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. Well, they'll get the penalty yardage back here. Pickup of 10, and it will be second and 10. On the ground, here's the first-round pick from April's draft. A big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field, and that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. That's on the center, Tyler Lindebaum. Jackson now on second down. There's the veteran tight end, Andrews.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down. His kick is good. From 60 yards out, he's got the leg to knock it through.
And you talk about having confidence in your kicker, Mike. I mean, to send him out there to kick from midfield, and what does he do? He repays you with that confidence with a 60-yard field goal. I mean, that was something else.
Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
And this is where you really need your quarterback, Mike, to step up and not just lead your offense, but to really establish himself as the leader of this entire team. You're looking to pick up your first win. You're trying to build a little momentum to kickstart what's been a slow start to the season. Remember, another loss here today, 0-4, would all but eliminate their playoff chances. Only one team in NFL history, the 1992 San Diego Chargers, has ever made the playoffs after an 0-4 start.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. On 3rd down, it's Williams. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Ravens offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They had the field goal on the opening drive to take the early lead, see if they can improve on it here. 3-0 is our score, and it's 1st and 10. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. T.J. Edwards there on the stop. 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Baltimore.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
That's caught by Walker. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. He'll send a tight end in motion right. 2nd down, Jackson. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life, his speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on a big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
And he'll get about 5.
Number 25, Baltimore.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. In motion comes Walker. They'll stick with him again. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead. So Tucker is back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one away. On the return, it's Tyler Scott. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready for their second possession. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he's pushing tacklers away as he takes it forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll go again with Swift. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down. Here's Torrey Taylor now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. On the return, here's Washington. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. In motion comes Walker. A 1st down throw for Jackson. Catch made there, left side by Walker. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
2nd down, zone read, and he keeps it. And it'll be a pickup of 3, so 3rd down, forthcoming. Now it's Jackson. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Ravens will open up a 9-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Bears offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here's Williams now to throw. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Third and short yardage, and here's Williams. This one taken in by Odunze. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
It's been a game of field goals so far. 9-0 is our score. We're back to Soldier Field after this. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. On the give, it's Swift. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to...
Williams hit, and he loses the football. But he'll gather it back in.
And man, does he dodge a bullet right there, Mike, on that sack. He's fortunate. That ball bounced right back to him, and he's able to recover it and keep possession for his team.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Ravens offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Jackson now. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. Now Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Jackson. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. And it's going to be 4th down. So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. On the give, here's Swift. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 32.
Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake filled first half continues. Williams to throw on 2nd down. Brought in by the tight end, Cole Kmet. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift.
Offside. Defense. That penalty is declined.
1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Williams. He'll go right back to Kmet. He's got it again. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Throw is caught by Cooper on the right side. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
And the Bears first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, it's Swift. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Now Williams. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment.
Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
All right, Mike, so in this situation, a defensive coordinator has 2 options. You can sit back and play the pass, or you can be aggressive and go after the quarterback. In this case, they chose the latter, and that's why they were able to force the turnover on downs.
The Ravens offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And he's going to be taken down after a big 2nd down pickup, but we do have a penalty marker on the field. Bateman is the motion man. On play action, here's Jackson. He'll get this out to the left flat.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
He'll try and get there on the ground. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
And he'll work his way down to about the 41. A tight end in motion now. Off the play fake, Jackson. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. 3rd down and 9. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that will be a bit of a letdown.
They'll try the right side this time. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get forward for a couple. Tyler Gordon there to make the tackle. 3rd and long. Now, Jackson. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They will run it over center with Swift. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. Another run here, another run by Swift. And he'll get this close to the first down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. He's got the hook up there to Odunze. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A run here with Swift. And he'll bring this across midfield as this drive is taking shape. A gain of 7 on that one. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this, 2nd down and 3. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Along the sideline, a nice catch. The feet in. It's a short gain, but it'll move the chains. A first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback.
That one intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. Inside the 20. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick 6 for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Tucker's extra point up and good. And the Ravens add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Scott now on the return. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Williams. A throw complete to Scott. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up. On the ground, it's Swift. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Ravens offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They've opened up a big lead already, trying to put this one to bed maybe before halftime. Another drive starts here with 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. In motion comes Andrews. 2nd down, Jackson. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. Here's Jordan Stout now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Bears offense going to take over just before the half. They'll start out 1st down and 10. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Ravens are in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where you see the final score there. J.J. McCarthy, excellent in the victory as his guys moved to 3-1 after 4 games. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Tank Bigsby, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Jordan Love, excellent in the victory as his guys moved to 3-1 after 4 games. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Bears offense getting set to get back to work. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Still second down.
Give up the middle with Swift. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Bears first down. First and 10 at the 46.
Here's Williams. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
The Bears take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now, someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback. Darnell Wright, guilty that time. Here's a handoff to Swift. He'll get him behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. Here comes 3rd and 6. To throw is Williams. Here's a screen taken in by Swift.
Williams pass. Complete to DeAndre Swift.
Nice job by the defense there, stopping them short on 3rd down. Brings up 4th, but Mike, honestly, I don't think there's much decision to be made. He's got to keep his offense out there. They need to come away with points. Find themselves down multiple scores in this one. They're going to have to maximize these.
Williams hit, and he loses the football. And this will be recovered by the offense, so no run back at least, but it'll still wind up a turnover on downs.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
Up the middle they go. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Jackson now on 2nd down. That's to the right side and incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And 3rd down coming up. Now Jackson. He'll get this out wide. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Ravens sending the punt team out there. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The home team's offense and DeAndre Swift set to get going again. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. 3rd and a yard. Williams. Open man, left side. He's got it. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Chicago.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Toss right side to the tight end, Komet. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
That's good for a Chicago Bears.
Here's Swift. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Williams to throw on 2nd down. He gets this into the hands of Green. He'll get it inside the 20. And he is going to be out of bounds. They get an even 20 on that one. 1st down, Chicago.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Now Swift. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. On 2nd down, here's Moss. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And he's in. Cole Kmet, touchdown Chicago. That touchdown #1 for him on the year.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Washington now to return it. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Jackson. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
The offense is trying to stretch the field vertically. They're trying to put as many receivers into the coverage deep as possible. But you know what you need? You need time. You need to allow those guys to get downfield. But when you have a pass rush like this, they don't let that time unfold, and that pocket collapsed and results in a sack.
Ravens bring their punt team out. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Williams. They'll try to set up the screen with Moss. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 43-yard line.
Cooper going in motion. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he's going to pick up the first down across midfield and down at the 49.
This is just another creative wrinkle that they can add to their offense to help move the chains. They don't do a ton of sweeps throughout the course of the game, but they do just enough here and there to keep the defense guessing.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's a 2nd and 6. They go once more with Moss. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. 3rd down, 3 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Operating from the shotgun, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
The Bears send out their punt team as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's to the tight end, Kohler. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
One of the tight ends in motion right. 3rd and short, Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Special teams on the field, ready for this punt. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. The home team's offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. A run with Moss to begin the drive. Not much happening there, just a short game.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Williams now to throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Bears sending out their punt team as he's standing right around his own goal line. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Ravens offense make their way out to take over once more. And they're getting closer to a 2nd win on the season. All they got to do is hold on here, and a good drive right now would help. They'll start at 1st and 10. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Jackson looking to throw. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. They'll send a tight end in motion. On 3rd down, Jackson. In trouble, and down he goes.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have. You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker, because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
The Bears offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a 1st down. A run over center with Moss. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. He'll get this complete. It's Moss. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll go play action here with Williams. He'll try to run for it.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Ravens.
And before the snap, we have a whistle. And this could very well be a false
False
start.
start. Offense.
Throwing on second down, Williams. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He needed 13 and got 14 for the first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. On the handoff, this is Moss. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
A 2-yard gain brings up second down at the Ravens' 32-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. A throw complete to Scott. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Off play action. Here's Williams. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. Oh, a loose football. But he'll gather it back in. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Jackson gonna keep it himself. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a 1st down.
And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
This is the point in the game, Mike. We're on 3rd down. You have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the 1st down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
They'll motion a tight end right. They'll stick with him again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Now Lamar going to hang on to it. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. On second down, Smith. That's caught left side by Cooper.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
Kyle Hamilton, the versatile defender, with the good coverage there. Now, this looks like a design run. And he's going to have the Bears first down. They only needed 1, but it's a gain of 6, and it'll move the chains. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Here's first down. Now, this time, he'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Back to throw. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They're able to build on the solid performance of a week ago, and they make it 2 in a row with the victory here in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.